Welcome to Siri English Academy. Let me discuss Julius Caesar, Act 4, Scene 3, Part 3, Video 24. We are continuing with Act 4, Scene 3 further. Exit Lucius, re-enter Titinius with Messala. Welcome, good Messala. Now sit we close about this taper here and call in question our necessities. So Lucius will go away. He will re-enter with Titinius and Messala. So Brutus welcomes Messala. Welcome, good Messala. Let us sit together. Let us put the candle here and discuss all the necessary things. Now Cassius will say, Portia, art thou gone? Again Cassius is discussing about the death of Portia. Oh, Portia has gone. She is no more. Brutus tells, No more, I pray you, Messala. I have here received letters that young Octavius and Mark Antony come down upon us with a mighty power, bending their expedition toward Philippi. So Brutus tells him, Please do not remind me of Portia again and again. No more that discussions. Messala, I have received letters that young Octavius and Mark Antony have already come down towards Philippi with a strong army with mighty power. Then Messala answers him, Myself have letters of the self same tenor. Yes, even I have received such letters. Brutus will ask him, with what addition? Is there anything else added? Extra information is given? Messala. That by proscription and bills of outlawry, Octavius, Antony, and Lepidus have put to death 100 senators. Messala will give the important information that Octavius, Antony, and Lepidus have put to death 100 senators. Brutus, therein our letters do not well agree. Mine speak of 70 senators that died by their proscriptions, Cicero being one. So Brutus tells him, the figures in your letter and mine do not agree. My letter says that only 70 senators died and that Cicero was one of them. Cassius. Cicero won. No, Cassius was really surprised and he was shocked to hear that Cicero also was killed by Octavius and Antony. Messala, Cicero is dead, and by that order of a proscription, had your letters from your wife, my lord. Now Messala will question him. Yes, Cicero is dead, and by the order of proscription, did you receive any letter from your wife, my lord? Brutus says, Nothing, Messala. No, Messala, I have not received any letter. Then, Messala, that me think is strange. So, he thinks that it is very strange that he did not receive any letter from Portia. Brutus, why ask you? Here you aught of her in yours. So why are you so surprised? Why it appears strange to you? Is there any suspicion in that? Have you heard anything else related to that? Messala, no, my lord. Now, as you are a Roman, tell me true. Now, Brutus will question him. Tell me the truth on your honor as a citizen of Rome. Messala, then like a Roman, bear the truth I tell, for certain she is dead and by strange manner. So Messala will tell him, then you must bear the truth, I tell you in a Roman manner, for it is certain that she is dead and in a strange manner. So Messala feels that even Portia might have been killed by somebody. murdered by somebody, because her death is very strange. She has died in a very strange manner. uh, Brutus. Well, to our work alive. What do you think of marching to Philippi presently? Now Brutus will question. So, what do you think? Shall we march towards Philippi presently? Is that correct? I do not think it good. So, but Cassius gives the opinion that it is not good, it is not correct to march towards Philippi. Brutus, your reason? So, what is your reason why you don't want to uh, go towards Philippi with the army? It is better that the enemy seek us. So shall he waste his mean, weary his soldiers, doing himself offence, whilst we lying still are full of rest, defence, and nimbleness. So Cassius is of the opinion that instead of going towards the Philippi, if we remain in our place, our soldiers will have proper rest. They do not get tired. We do not waste all our prosperities, all our means, and lying still or full of rest, and we will have our own defense and nimbleness. So it is not correct to march towards Philippi with our soldiers. Brutus, good reasons must of force give place to better. The people twixt Philippi and this ground do stand but in a forced affection, for they have grudged as contribution. The enemy marching along by them shall make a fuller number up, come on refreshed, new added, and encouraged. From which advantage shall we cut him off? If at Philippi we do face him there, these people at our back. But Brutus has got a separate reason. He thinks in a different way. If we remain at Philippi, the people of Philippi have got a forced affection. So they may want to take a grudge on as later the enemy, if the enemy is marching towards Philippi. If they join hands with if the people of Philippi join hands with Antony and Octavius, then it becomes difficult for us to face them. From which advantage shall we cut him off? So, if we leave this place and move away from this place, then if we move away from this place, then we can face the enemy with the full strength. If at Philippi we do face him there, these people at our back. So here he feels that now at present they are at Sardis. So he thinks that he if we stay at Sardis, if the people of Philippi, if the Mark and Antony and Octavius come with their army, these people of Sardis, they might support them, our enemies. If they join hands with our enemies, it is difficult for us to face them. Instead, we ourselves can march towards Philippi, like that Brutus will suggest. Hear me, good brother. But Cassius tells him, hear me, good brother. Under your pardon, you must note beside that we have tried the utmost of our friends. Our relations are brimful, our cause is ripe, the enemy increaseth every day. We at the height are ready to decline. There is a tide in the affairs of men, which taken at the flood leads on to fortune. So Brutus tells him, Brutus tells him, your reasons are good. They must give way to better ones. The people between Philippi and Sardis have no goodwill towards us, for they are contributing towards our supplies. If we allow our enemies to march through this district, then it is certain that they would join our enemies. And now they are under your pardon. You must note beside that we have tried the utmost of our friends. Now the legions means our soldiers are full of vigor and power. Our cause is also ripe. The enemies are increasing day by day. Now we are at the height. Height means our soldiers are fresh and they have got lot of vigor and power. They are ready to face the enemies. So if we remain here, their josh or their capacity, the power may decrease, and which taken at the flood leads on to fortune. Now our soldiers are like the flood with full of energy, and when we march now, it will lead on to fortune. Omitted all the voyage of their life, is bound in shallows and in miseries. On such a full sea are we now afloat, and we must take the current when it serves or lose our ventures. So they have full of miseries, they are in shallows, and such a full sea when we afloat. That means when we go for an adventure, when it is full of current, that will serve us or lose our ventures. Otherwise, we may not win. Cassius, then with your will go on. We all along ourselves and meet them at Philippi. Then Cassius also agrees with the opinion of Brutus, and he says, okay, let us go on. And we all along ourselves and meet them at Philippi. You take your army with you, and I also come along with my army. Let us meet at Philippi. Brutus, the deep of night is crept upon our talk, and nature must obey necessity, which we will niggard with a little rest. There is no more to say. So Brutus says, the night is deep, crept upon our talk, and the nature also should cooperate with us, and we let us take some little rest, and there is no more to say. Cassius also says, no more, good night. Early tomorrow will we rise, and hence, Brutus, Lucius. Now Cassius will ask him, all right, no more, good night. So we will wake up early in the morning, we will rise and move further. So he will bid goodbye. Brutus calls his servant Lucius. Enter Lucius. Lucius will enter. My gown. Brutus will ask for his gown. Exit Lucius. Farewell, good Messala. Good night, Titinius. Noble Cassius. Good night and good repose. So he will bid goodbye to Messala, Titinius, and Cassius. They greet each other and they go. Cassius. Oh, my dear brother, this was an ill beginning of the night. Never come such division between our souls. Let it not, Brutus. Now, this is little bit emotional. Cassius becomes little emotional and he says, dear brother, this is the ill-fated night, an ill beginning of the night. Never come such division between our souls. Let it not, Brutus, because they were together all this time. Now, Brutus is marching along with his army. Cassius will march along with his army. They all have planned to meet at Philippi. What happens in the battle? they cannot predict now. So Cassius is wishing him such a kind of thing. Separation should not exist between us, Brutus. Everything is well. Cassius, good night, my lord. Brutus, good night, good brother. Titinius, Messala, good night, Lord Brutus. Brutus, farewell, everyone. So everybody will greet each other. Exeunt all but Brutus. So they all will exit and only Brutus will remain. Re-enter Lucius with the gown. Now, Lucius will enter with the gown. Give me the gown. Where is thy instrument? Brutus asks him. Okay, give me the gown. Where is your musical instrument? Lucius says, here in the tent. Brutus, what thou speakest drowsily, poor knave, I blame thee not, thou art overwatched. Call Claudius and some other of my men. I will have them sleep on cushions in my tent. So Brutus notices that he was drowsy. So uh, he is just in a very nice, mischievous way. He is calling him poor knave. I don't want to blame you because you have overworked and it is late also. Call Claudius and some other of my men. Let them sleep with me in the tent on the soft cushions. Lucius. Varro and Claudius, enter Varro and Claudius. So Lucius will call Varro and Claudius. Varro and Claudius will enter inside the tent of Brutus. So let me stop it here. We will continue further with Act 4, Scene 3. Thank you.